What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be going behind the scenes of Madden 18 Ultimate Team and talking about some of the things that were just released on the blog by Jake Stein. If you guys want to read the actual blog, just go to EA Sports, the website easports.com, and just read up on Madden 18 and you'll get all these things. In this video right here, I put out a video recently about, as far as how people are matched up. And we had some individuals saying that it's done by rank, which is not true. Because I've played people while I've been on first team all Madden that were first string all pro, whatever like that. It's just a system that where I guess it just depends on who's actually searching at the time. And if somebody's just waiting, sometimes EA is like, you know what? I know you're 60 overall. Go ahead and play this 155 overall right quick and see what's good. And there's ways to fix that. Obviously, there's matchmaking systems that you can put in place, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about better pack odds, the trade block concerns, and the elites starting at 80 overall. Now, when you read through these blogs, first of all, I want to give a shout out to EA Sports, and I want to let them give them credit for one thing that they're doing. They're not putting out gameplay, but they're making people a lot smarter because people don't like to read, but they're putting you in a situation where you have to because you're addicted to Madden, even though you know Madden 17 probably. If you're like me and you died and you had to use the Jon Snow spell from the Game of Thrones to come back to life like I did, you understand what Madden 17 is and what Madden has been over the last couple of years. But I digress. Let's continue to go on. First of all, the pack odds, they're not going to have, like those team items anymore, the coaches, the playbook, stuff like that. It's just going to be more players. That doesn't mean anything to me. That just means you're going to get lower overall players on a regular basis, and then, you got to do other things. You got to get other tokens to get specific team items and things like that. It sounds good, but we have to be honest about it. It's no way possible that the pack odds are going to be as good as it was when Ultimate Team was first starting, because that's what happens. When you start to make money, people try to figure out how to make more money. That's just what it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. Capitalism, that's what it is. America, that's what it's built on, and I understand that. But at some point, you got to chill out and give somebody something, bro. I know guys that the highest overall card they got before they started doing all these things at the end of the year was like a 90. And dudes are spending ridiculous amounts of money trying to open packs and stuff like that. And then meanwhile, you'll see a guy like Toke on stream just continually get ultimate legends. He get ultimate legend, freaky, ultimate credible Hulk type cards. Well, that's gonna work that way, obviously, because they know each other and things like that. Regardless, like I said, it's not about anything other than we have to try to figure out how to make it better. Because in Toke's, in fairness to Toke, he also made videos about, what the F are you guys doing with these pro packs? I opened up, he opened up like $100-something worth of pro packs one time and didn't get anything. So in fairness to him, he has also done that. But like I said, this is for entertainment, guys. You understand that? So it's not what you listen to, what you see. You can't really understand with a lot of these guys. It's different depending on what's going on. But the reality is, you can open a lot of packs and not get anything. So removing the coaches and the stadiums and playbooks and stuff like that, that should help. You know what I'm saying? So I can see where they're going with that, but I still do believe that I'm going to end up getting a player overall that is not even in the game. It's going to be like a 10 overall. It's going to be something mad. You know what I'm saying? And he got the message. How many of you dudes gave somebody the message like this year? I want him to just say, you suck next year. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I get blown out and I can read it for myself to my stream. But that's neither here nor there. Elites will start at 80 overall. I love the fact that they're doing like the outer covering of the cards the way that they used to in the past, depending on what promo it is and what it belongs to. All those things you can read about in the blog. But what I really want to focus on right now is the trade block concerns. Because security issues, people getting their accounts hacked and stuff like that, I understand why they would do that. And this is what they're doing. If you trade a card to somebody, that trade automatically becomes not auctionable. It's non-auctionable, it's not. Not auctionable, not tradable. But if you do return the same card back to the player that gave it to you, it becomes auctionable again and tradable and all the other good stuff. Now, it's not as bad as people think it is, but it is though. It's like, I don't know if you guys were like me, like pretty much I was always that dude in class that could make anybody laugh and stuff like that, and all the attention was always on me. So I pretty much controlled how people reacted, and the teachers would talk to me and be like, listen, bro, look, man, you're out of control because you got these guys that are valedictorians acting like douchebags in my class. They didn't say douchebag, but like, look, it's something about you, bro. Like you have that thing where people respond to you, and you gotta stop. Because obviously, pretty much, look, this is what it is, bro. It's only but so much your parents can do, especially when it's one parent. And I have moms at the crib, what I'm saying? Dad was out banging hoes and doing what he had to do. So, I didn't really have a dad around. So it was like, look, I didn't want to put my mom under too much stress, so I would calm down a little bit. But when I came in sometimes and people would be like, yo, like the class was dull and stuff like that, I would start doing some wild things, bro. Making people laugh, doing something. I just wanted people to have fun, bro. But it wasn't like I was doing it in a venomous way. But it was just like, listen, man, it is what it is. I'm finna do this, teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you can't teach with a more upbeat type thing, I'm gonna have people entertained out here. And that's pretty much what happened. But what would go on was the teacher started to do this. They were like, since, you know, your moms ain't doing nothing and you still coming in here with the BS, if anybody laughs, everybody's getting punished. And like I said, I was sitting there like, you know what it was? The class, they didn't really give a F because I was still in detention with them. It was when they started to separate my detention that it got kind of crazy. Like, they were like, yo, you gotta come after school, but y'all not sitting with this dude. They're like, all right, you know, now it's whack now. Cause like, they would just get to spend extra time with me. Like, yo, bro, I'm hanging out with this dude today. You know what I'm saying? But it started to get kind of crazy and I had to stop because it started to affect my, my sports. And I wasn't able to get to practice right away, so I had to calm down a little bit. And then, you know, we would just chop it up at lunch, you know, go to lunch, go out to the pizzeria, go out, you know what I'm saying, high school, doing whatever we had to do. And, you know, we'd have fun like that. Eventually it stopped. But what I'm saying is the teacher would start to punish everybody. That's how it stopped. That's realistically how they stopped it. Everybody got punished for me being a douche. So when you look at it from that aspect, I understand the safety concerns, but a lot of these things that happen, like dudes are saying, yeah, I can duplicate your cards. I understand that it's young kids, but I think that if EA Sports put out information about how to protect yourself, which they do that. They put out stuff about how to protect yourself online. They definitely let you know who was doing scams. They ask you guys to report scammers, stuff like that. But I think it's not enough. I think they need to put out more information about the things that are currently going on. For instance, if you're doing something crazy like whatever, like say you've got some kind of wild thing that you're putting out, like there's some kind of spam. If you go to your bank site, it'll tell you the current spam that's going on, and it'll let you know, like, look, don't react to this. EA doesn't update the younger children and even the adults, because some adults get scammed too. I know a lot of adults that message me like, yo, bro, I got scammed. And, you know, he told me to trade him this card, he could duplicate it, and obviously they start off with a lower overall card that doesn't really mean anything. Then they ask you to trade a bigger card, and then you get greedy, you know what I'm saying? And then you send your bigger card, you never get it back, they block you, and it's over. So those type of things, these are regular things that go on within the community, and I don't think that this trade block thing, where, you know, when you trade it away, it becomes not auctionable, is gonna do anything else other than make people now not be able to utilize their farm accounts. Because what's gonna happen is this, look, there's a lot of coin selling sites, there's a lot of individuals that promote coin selling, right? So what's gonna happen is, it's gonna be harder to do those things. Because as much as it looked like EA is trying to protect you, they're trying to protect themselves. We have to be honest about that. Like, it's nothing against them. Like I said, you have to protect what's yours. And they gotta protect what MUT is. MUT has grown to be its own monster, so they have to protect it so that they can continue to grow. And it's understandable because who doesn't protect what is theirs? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you try to do anything to any of these major companies, they put things in place for you to not be able to do it. So now, if somebody wins a giveaway, because I've been doing a lot of giveaways, now that person that wins it, he can't do nothing with it but use the card. So at least I get to give the card away still. You know what I'm saying? You can still do the giveaway, but that dude can't do nothing with it. Unless he wants to give it back to me, and then I can give it away to somebody else. That's it. So you can still do the giveaways, but the person that's getting the card, he has to use it, or I guess he'll quick sell it or something like that if he wanted to see what the values are. What they could do was increase the amount of value for the card. So that way when you sell it, at least you're getting something for it. Maybe make it go for well, I don't think they would do that, make it go for the market value. But that'll be asking too much for EA Sports, because then they would have to do too much work, like work on the averages and see what the card is actually worth at the time when you're going to sell it or update it and things of that nature. So that might be too much for them because they don't really like to put in a lot of time when it comes to, you know, those type of, you know, little details and things like that. But you can see where I'm going with it. Everybody is being punished because scumbags go out and scam kids and they scam adults, they scam everybody because that's what they do. So everybody's getting a piece of it. There's really nothing else you can do. I do think it kind of deters people a lot. I think it'll be less scamming as far as you know, trade goes now, obviously, because it's not used. And I think it's gonna be a lot of people saying, you know what, I'm not using any more farm accounts. I'm done with farm accounts. Because what's the point? You can't transfer the card, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes non-auctionable. Coin selling sites are gonna have to get smarter. You know what I'm saying? The people that are promoting coin selling are gonna have to get smarter, because that's what they're trying to target. You have to be able to read between the lines and understand what's going on. So that was the biggest thing. I don't care about the pack odds. I know the pack odds are gonna suck regardless. I don't care about elites starting at 80. I don't ever pull elites. But the trade block, because I do so many giveaways, that may be something. And then plus you got people that wager. And if they don't have a lot of stuff, they'll give you a card that's worth the value. Now you got to find a way to give that person the card. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they can't do nothing with it. They have to agree with that, because most people will get the card and just sell it and get their bank up. So obviously there's gonna be different ways to grind out and get coins, solos, things like that. But it's gonna be very difficult. And I think that's what the real concern was for EA Sports, was to to limit the abuse that was going on with the trade block and all the coin selling and stuff like that that's going on, because they still have yet to address a lot of those concerns. And a lot of people that have been banned and have received emails, they write me like, bro, they never even told me it was illegal. I think they need to be a little bit more transparent with that as well. So that's what I'm thinking about as far as what I've read with the blog behind the scenes. I want to know what you guys are thinking about it. How do you feel about the trade, the elite starting at 80, the corners of the cards being different depending on the promo, and better pack odds, as they say? What do you think about it? Let me know. Leave it in the comments, and I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. Hopefully, we get through Madden 18 and it's a breeze. Until next time, one love.